So this video is from a little over a week ago, Saturday, July 27th at Laguna Seca with the Hoosier Super Tour. I was running with Group 8, I think. It was the Formula Atlantics and Formula Mazdas. It's not near as exciting as Sunday's race since I didn't crash out, but as you can see here, I finished on the podium on the Formula Car Challenge series, and here's the lap times and the other 19 cars and where they stood.
Starting fifth today is the number 38 Pro Mazda Formula Atlantic car from Morgan Hill, California, Jim Valley. Starting fourth, outside of the second row is the number 41 Formula Atlantic Pro Formula Mazda, Robert Merritt. Starting on the inside of the second row today is the number 15 Pro Formula Mazda from Santa Monica, California, Larry Schnurr. Starting on the outside of the front row, also in a Pro Formula Mazda, is the qualified second in Formula Atlantic from Vancouver, British Columbia, John Purcell. And your pole sitter today, driving the number 37 Pro Formula Mazda from Mesa, Arizona, Jay Horak. That is the rundown we have as we lead anyway. And we are off and running. The 14 of Purcell gets the early advantage on Horak, but Horak, of course, has the first line on driver's left going down into turn number 2. So it's Horak and Purcell, our leaders, right? All right, Mike, and as they come down into turn 2, as you mentioned, Horak had the inside position, but that is going to push him all the way to the outside, heading towards turn 3, but he manages to cement that lead, and he then leads John Purcell through turn 3, heading up to turn 4. Got about a 2-car length lead already.
So as you can tell, I let the native audio run there for a while, mostly because usually we can't hear the PA system so well. That was so nice and clear. I even heard my own name. So thought I'd let that run, and that was about half of the first lap up through turn 5 before we start up to the hill to turn 6. You can just see a wheel pop out, and you see me move to the right there. Jim in the blue car came blowing through between myself and the car just in front of me, which is Larry. He was pretty quick. He was not technically in the Formula Car Challenge. He's using some kind of extra sticky tires or something. I don't know, but not important to me. We're going to hit the first 4.5 laps here, pretty much in their entirety, and I'll probably do a lot of talking as I'm chasing down Larry, the guy in front of me, and I pass him and end up in 4th overall, 3rd place for a Formula Car Challenge. And then we'll skip ahead to a few passes of lap traffic. As I mentioned earlier, this race is fun and pretty good, but not near as exciting as Sunday when I spun out and down in turn 10 and had to get back on the track and charge from the back. So if you want excitement, look at the Sunday video. This is where I went off track tomorrow. But forgetting that for now, you can see I'm right behind Larry, and I'm really just taking a look here, not really trying to pass him or anything, just put a little pressure on him. And we'll switch to an exterior shot here for a second. I was mistaken. It's not an exterior shot. It's the continuation of the second lap. You can see I make a little wiggle there, and still tires are still getting up to complete the temperature. I'm chasing Larry here and the leaders. I think that is John in the red car that we can just see in front of him, and then Jim and Jay. John kept dropping a tire off here, and I think he helps me make the pass on the 5th lap by scaring Larry, but not certain of that since he did it so many times.
John Purcell, things are really starting to stretch out here at the front of the pack. It's another 3 back to Schnurr, another 2 back to Merritt, and another
So this is the same section of turns and that we just saw in the clip before, and as you can see, I'm actually a lot closer to Larry than it looks right here, and there goes that tire drop again. I think it's the 5th lap that I actually finally make the pass. I took a little longer than I should have probably. I passed him earlier tomorrow, Sunday, but then I managed to give it back to him with a spin off in turn 10. I keep saying that, don't I? Never mind.
Getting good exits off the corners is critical here at Laguna Seca, and Darius Donovan really started to stretch things out. They came to turn 5 and started to make their way up the hill. Hey, Greg, yeah, right behind you. Keep an eye on that 5 and 95 in Formula Atlantic. Kyle Owen and Marco. Here, they should go around 4 about now. Yeah, they're right there. Coming out of turn 3 right now.
So we skipped ahead some part of lap 4 into lap 5 here. We'll watch pretty much this whole lap as I'll pass Larry, I think, down into turn 11 if I remember right. The final turn before the front straight. Yeah, that's correct, because pretty much all day today and also tomorrow, Sunday, I'm quicker than Larry through turn 3 and 4. I seem to gain ground on him here. The next turn up the hill, turn 5, he was a little braver than I. We're pretty even through turn 6 across the top and down through the corkscrew, and then I would gain ground on him again through turn 9, 10, and into 11. Front straight we were pretty even too, but I get a good jump on him here at the end of this lap. That makes sense. While I'm chasing and going over the curb right there, I want to thank Jay Horick, who gave me some tips about how to do this entry into the corkscrew and out. It helped a lot. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you. What's the word? You're generous instructing of the old guy. How's that? All right, here we go. Larry went a little wide there. I got a good run on him, and I think he thought about going to the inside to protect and have me try to pass him on the outside, but then I just bounced down in there and made a nice clean pass. He stays pretty close behind me the rest of the way. So as it indicates, we're skipping ahead to lap 9 here, and to the first bit of traffic we run into. After I passed Larry on lap 5, I knew I had another race on Sunday. I knew John and Jay, they're pretty far ahead because it took me so long to get by them. So mostly just saving tires and just running a nice controlled race here. And this is that same segment of the track, same lap. You can see I'm behind the little Formula Mazda, and Larry pretty close right behind me. I was trying not to pay too much attention to him, but with the traffic, you know, the guy behind you always gets a little closer here. But I was timing the passes pretty well, and was never really under a lot of pressure. We'll see what's coming up here next. I kind of forget. I think it'll just be later in this lap. Yeah, 9th lap, and there's a second Formula Mazda up ahead, this red one. And if you're colorblind, there's a caption that says red right up there. Just kidding. And I'm a little patient here. Larry's probably close again, making sure he sees me before I go down and pass him on the outside here into turn 11. And then I think we'll jump ahead a couple more laps to the next bit of traffic. This is a good point. I thank my wife for taking those external shots. That was a great shot of us coming down through the corkscrew. And as you saw, Larry gave a little wiggle. I think we've jumped ahead to lap 15 now. You see me passing one of the Formula Atlantic /F4s. And then we have another F4, and then I think that's a Formula Mazda in front of them. None of these were for position. We were just catching up to some lap traffic here. And just for orientation, that's turn 3, and headed into 4 on the pass. So no real excitement from here on, passing another lapped car. I think we'll jump ahead, not only to lap 16 like we just did, but also to the checkered flag. And then we can take a look at my lap times. They were okay. I got down in the 130s. John and Jay are in the 128s, so I'm only 2 seconds behind this year. Last year I was more like 4.5, 5 seconds behind them on a lap, so I'm getting closer, but not quite ready to fight with them yet.
Formula Mazdas. Third place, Robert Barrett.
Technology on your daily car, truck, or SUV with long performance.
Came prepared. In second place, John Purcell.
One pad for that hybrid LES or Super Duty pad for your tow vehicle. Or the new Talon Street Rotor. Hawk has fallen.
First place, Jay Horan.
Performance is proud to be the official brake product of the SCCA.
Okay, that's the Saturday race video. Pretty satisfying, more satisfying than Sunday, but not terribly exciting. Just a good solid race. Enjoyed it. Thanks again to Jay for the tips. Look up that Sunday one.